let's get into this album because this album was fully hyped up from J. Cole amongst the fans. He's been talking about the fall off for the longest, saying, look, the fall off is like Hove dropping Reasonable Doubt last. That's what he's been saying. And we said, God damn it, all right, let's get it. Let's go. We ready for the fall off. We got off season, we got KOD, we got some Dreamville albums. Yeah, that's cool. Where's the fall off? And we got that tonight, and I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not being in the moment. I'm not being a fan. This is just off the first listen of both sides. This 29 and this 39. We got 24 tracks, and I'm gonna say this right now. There's no skips on this album through the first listen. As time going, you're gonna find your favorites. Yes, we all know that. You're gonna you out of 24 songs, you might like 20, and then it's gonna be dissected down to your 12 favorite or your 10 favorite or your 15. But our first listen, this album is what everything J. Cole had described it to be. And listening to this album, you can tell that he put his all into it. When I initially going into this album, I did say there's gonna be a mix of off season mixed with KOD. But listening to this, you got a bit of Sideline Story. You got a bit of 2014 Forest Hill Drive. You got a bit of off season. You had a mix of everything. And when you're listening to this album, you're getting typical J. Cole, what makes him so great, what makes him one of the best ever. The storytelling. And also what also stood out to me listening to it, I'm going through the track list, there's a lot of songs over 3 minutes. There's only a few songs that's under 4. You're getting a lot of 4.5 minutes, 5-minute tracks. The intro to the second side, to the second side of the album is 6 minutes long. You're getting what make J. Cole great. And there's a surprise feature in there. There is. I don't want to spoil it for anybody if they didn't listen to this album, but there is a surprise feature on disc 29. And it is arguably, it's to me one of my 3 favorite songs on there. And when you hear it, you're going to know, oh, that's who Akil was talking about. That's the feature. And in fact, on that song, it's 2 features on that song. If this is J. Cole's last album, then he went out the way he would have wanted to go out. Because this album did not disappoint at all. And we know we understand when it comes to hip hop artists that they'll say they retire, but they will make a return. You know, when Jay-Z dropped the Black Album, this is the last one, but he really came back and dropped American Gangster and started dropping some more albums. You know, he's went to a transition into his career, like the second part of his career, right? But listening to this album with J. Cole, he's giving me Terrence Crawford vibes. And what I mean by that is this. Terrence Crawford said he's done at the Canelo. He's all riding off the sunset. And when you listen to Terrence Crawford, he's basically saying, yo, I don't care if you give me 100 million, 200 million, $500 million. I'm not coming out of retirement because I'm not going to let boxing retire me. There's not a single dollar amount that's going to get me out of my couch, that's going to get me away from my family and get to boxing again. That's how I feel with J. Cole with his career. Because now that he's independent now, right? And with this album, listening to it, I'm like, yeah, this might be it. This might be it. Would I want this to be the end of J. Cole? No. I don't. But at the same time, I gotta respect it. I gotta respect his decision. If he said this is the last time that he's ever going to drop an album, and look again, we hear this all the time in rap, where after this I'm done. Yada. How many times we heard Logic say that? For the people that still listen to Logic, right? But we're at a point now. We're listening to this album with J. Cole. It's like, this might be it. And I wouldn't be upset. I would understand, and I wouldn't be upset. But this is his last one. And also, there's another song on this. There's a song on this album on the second side of it that is like, yo, this is deep. What if? And when you get to that song, what if, you're gonna be like, oh, this is pretty deep. This is pretty. He's speaking through the sound. When you listen to him, he's like, oh my God, it sounds like Biggie. He's using a Biggie flow, the Biggie references, Pac, and all that. And it's like, oh, he's talking about, oh, okay, we got it. Boom. So there's a lot of layers in this with these songs and these albums, and he's just telling so many stories. It's like, whew, but this will make J. Cole great. Storytelling. A little shout out to DMX on the song on there. Samples here and there. It's like, okay, he's in his bag on this one, and you could tell he gave it his all. Listening to because I posted on social media, I said, look, disc 29 is a 9 out of 10. The entire album, first listen, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. And it's now, could that rating go down to like probably 8.5, 8? Sure, why not? The more I listen to it. But off the first listen, there's not a lot of songs I'm just sitting around like, wow, I don't know about this. There's not a song that's a throwaway. You know, and if you was on my Twitch, you would have seen me on my phone, but I'm taking notes. Taking notes in the group chat, whoop-de-whoop. I don't know if anybody heard the album yet. But this album would not disappoint you. And I know what's going to happen. Social media is going to play a big part. You're going to have some people. Before going into this album, there were some people turned off by J. Cole with how he handled the situation in the beef. So people is going to automatically be turned off from it. And you're going to see people online saying, this sucks, yada, yada. Because they're going in deaf. They're going in unbiased. They're going in biased because they had a side already. They already picked, you know what I'm saying? They said, this sucks. I don't want to listen to J. Cole. I don't respect what he did. I don't want to listen to him. But if you put all that to the side and you listen to this album, there's going to be some people walking away saying this is their favorite J. Cole album. I won't be mad at you. I won't. And there's also going to be some people saying this is top 3 of his albums. The next question is, okay, can this album hold up being the best rap album of 2026? Because it is super early. Super early. Does it have enough willpower to hold up the entire year with any other artist coming out in 2026 to say, hey, this will be the best rap album of 2026? I think it do. I think it has enough power to hold up. Because if we're projecting on, we already know Drake is coming out with an album. I believe this is going to be better than Iceman. I'm not holding any expectation on that album. It won't be better than The Fall Off. You're going to have some of your rappers come out. If you listen to rap, you listen to Mick Jenkins, he's going to come out with a project. You're going to have a Griselda crew come out with an album. When you get Freddie Gibbs, I don't think you're going to get Freddie Gibbs this year. Um, so projecting everybody that comes out this year, I do believe this will be enough. It will have enough firepower to hold up the entire year. Because I don't really see anyone dropping this year. There's been some rumors of Kendrick Lamar. I personally don't think he's coming out this year. I'm gonna say 2027. I'm gonna say 27. But this has enough firepower to hold up for sure. The next question I'm probably gonna get asked by people: oh, is this better than GNX? First listen, right? First listen from 24 songs with this album. Depends on who you asking, right? Because top to bottom, this is a better album than GNX because it hits so many layers within this album, right? But then you ask yourself, okay, does it hit any? What's the hits? You know, people want to go for the hits. I don't care about that shit when it comes to rap all the time. But of course, is there a Luther? Is there a Squabble Up? Is there a TV Off? I think in J. Cole's stand, J. Cole's never been that person when it came about hits. He is a true rap artist with storytelling. Not saying Kendrick, I mean Kendrick definitely. They in the same, they damn near the same. But this album, first listen, it has a compelling argument. But there's no point to compare. There's no point. But that's gonna be a question I'm gonna get asked. Especially now that Kendrick won the Grammy, but there's no point to ask that question. But to stick on 2026, yes, I believe so far who I'm projecting that's going to come out this year, because I don't see Tyler Creator coming out. I think he dropped twice last year or back-to-back years. I'm sorry, yeah, he dropped twice last year. I don't see anybody else that's dropping that can hold up. So I think right now this could be. And again, this is based off first listen. This isn't saying like, oh, this is definitive best album of the year. I don't care who dropping. Let's see. But this is a damn good album. A damn good album, and there's no complaints from my end. No complaints. He signed, sealed, delivered that bad boy. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 album. Do I think it's a perfect album? No, it's not perfect. It's not, it's not that. Damn good album, though. Damn good album. And if there's any trolls on social media saying this album is trash, this album's not good, man, stop it. Don't listen to them. They could EAD, and you could put 2 and 2 together if you know what I'm talking about. Rudy the Kill, I'm out. Look, let me know what y'all think. Comment, write a review. Let me know what y'all think about this album. Did y'all like the album? Did y'all think it was okay? Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. I'm out.